Alright, you've seen this intro before, so I'll make it quick. For this list of 40 essential cooperative games, I've avoided games that are not available on retail, or games that play better solo in my opinion. And I've also included games I don't necessarily like, but that I do consider essential. Okay, let's get started with the second part of this video, numbers 30 to 21. Let's go! My number 30 is Castle Panic. The game has several flaws, but it holds a special place in my heart because my son and I have played it a lot. It is a tower defense game, and there are not that many of them, so I think it deserves its spot on this list. But you'll want to include the Wizard's Tower expansion to really spice things up. You might also like The Captain is Dead, Flashpoint, or Forbidden Desert. Zombicide Black Plague is not the most strategic or balanced game out there, but it is a fun game where you just have to kill zombies. It's fun, plays well even with inexperienced gamers, and is such a staple of cooperative board games that I had to include it in this list. There are lots of games you can pick from in the Zombicide series, including Marvel Zombies, and you can also look at Massive Darkness, a game with similar mechanics but an added RPG flavor. Black Orchestra is a game where you and other conspirators attempt to assassinate Adolf Hitler. This is a very thematic game with real historical characters and a lot of tension where stakes feel high. A very unique game. Other Great War-themed cooperative games include The Grizzled and This War of Mine. Sherlock Holmes is a real detective game in which you and your friends have to interrogate witnesses, read actual newspapers, and find clues to try and figure out the details of a mystery. It's my number 27. Detective games are a whole genre with lots of cooperative or semi-cooperative games, such as the Chronicles of Crime series, Detective a Modern Crime board game, or Detective City of Angels. Just One is a cooperative party game, and there are not that many of those out there, so it really nicely fills a void. It is a game where you have to collaborate to guess words. Simple and fun, also suitable for families. For more deduction games, have a look at Wavelength or Decrypto. Arguably, Burn Cycle doesn't belong to a list of essential cooperative board games because it is really new and somewhat niche, but I had to include at least one game by Chip Theory, and as a fan of sci-fi, this is the one I picked. Chip Theory have specialized in great modern cooperative board games, and I feel every collection should have at least one of them. You might want to have a look at their other games, including Cloudspire, Too Many Bones, and Hoplomachus. Another party game! So Clover is a word association game for 3 to 6 people. You have to collectively guess words based on clues that you individually came up with. There are only a handful of great cooperative party games, such as Just One, which I described above, so this time I have some non-cooperative recommendation if you like So Clover. Have a look at Detective Club, Picture Perfect, or Cascadia. Return to Dark Tower is a reboot of an older great game from the 80s. The game has great table presence with the ominous tower at the center of the board, and it's a great fantasy adventure cooperative game. For more heroic fantasy, you might want to check Adventure Tactics, Role Player Adventures, or for more nostalgia, Hero Quest, which was recently re-released. In Project Elite, you are a squad with a mission to stop an alien invasion. This is a combat game, and the twist is that it plays in real-time 2-minute rounds. The game is easy to learn, fast-paced, and exciting. For more intense combat with your squad of friends, have a look at Omega Protocol, Spectre Ops, or Space Hulk Death Angel. Forgotten Waters is a charming game of worker placement and adventure, set in a world quite similar to Pirates of the Caribbean. Each character has a background story and personal objectives they're trying to fulfill, which adds spice to the game. It appears as just a game of skill checks on the surface, but ends up being tons of fun. If you like pirate games, check Dead Men Tell No Tales and Treasure Island. Alright, we're done with numbers 30 to 21 of essential cooperative games. Next we're gonna look at 20 to 11. Stay tuned!